Today, I'm going to be playing with Card Games Emporium, who is also on YouTube at that channel name. His channel will be linked in the description of mine, and we have decided to collaborate. This is my second gameplay video in Build 28, and you can see behind me that I'm still playing my first missions deck. So I have pulled up my missions here. I actually only have 24 minutes until new missions, but that's okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 active missions here: cards drawn, damage dealt, drama lead, and other just anyone's lead arcs and narrative points. So the tickets will buy me packs, and I actually didn't quite realize that this one right here says that I can get 80 tickets from dealing 50 damage. You do get 2 rerolls every day. That's until this timer at the top here rolls over. We are ready to queue with Card Games Emporium. All right, so looks like the hand I drew. Let me move my face a little bit. Place it in a bit of a better location here. With the removed background, I can pick where my face goes now. All right. So the Grumpy Hugger has to have a target. Black Credit Frenzy is expensive and only works when I have a board. So let's do Severus, Lieutenant, and Sun-Gazing Guru. Expecting to perform with the Guru next time. They also played their same lead here, and as a reminder, the lead says when another friendly character enters the set, he gains a star. Alright, there's this cool pop-up on the right that tells you when you progress one of your missions, so I like that a lot. This is a nice 3/5. Wow, so I've always kind of thought that the Jurassic Cannon Fodder was not a particularly good card to run. However, I can't deal with the 3/5. Not only can I not deal with it, but it is fairly threatening to me and my board here. So my opponent has the Spotlight, which you can see over here in the upper left. I think I have to Pengoon and try to interrupt its attack, and then perform. No, let's do this attack thing, and that way the Guru should attack first, and then perform. Yeah, good luck. So my opponent instead played this 3-frame trope, which gives him 2 Sunfish, and played another card. And recall that Countless Ever says when another friendly character enters, it does not have to be played from hand, so it can be summoned from a trope. And then the Bingivore. So the Bingivore is the same cost as the Jurassic Cannon Fodder. They're both 2 frames. They both come in on that second active frame. You can see at the top of the card is the cost. Except that the Bingivore is a 2/7. So still, that's a pretty high numerical total, honestly, but at 2 attack, it is not as threatening to my characters as the 3/5 was. So I should probably consider that 3/5 for more stuff, for more, place in my decks. Alright, so my Severus needs 4 more characters to enter to finish his arc. If I want to do Deal Gone Wrong with Bill on the board, Severus will be taken out. Oh, I have 6 frames this turn because of Sun-Gazing Guru. He says you get an extra frame in your next scene. So let's do Bill and then take out this lead with my trope and then use the opportunity to do something else, and that would be either attack or perform, or I could, dodge also costs 2 frames if I felt like I needed to guard that penguin. But the Sun Gazing Guru is a new card for Build 28, and I think that it has really, the 2 times I've gotten it to perform and die, the extra frame has come in pretty handy while we're still in Act 1. Okay, so High Velocity Raptor says if you played an action card or dinosaur card this turn, it gets to swift attack. However, my other cards here are drama. Well, this is action, but I don't know if. Well, obviously, this takes all 5 frames. And I just don't know if playing it right now is worth it. The Black Friday Frenzy is in here mostly to combo with Barbecue Bill. It'll give him 5 stars, and everybody will get to attack without freezing. That's what swift attack means. Gaulish Druid heals a friendly character by 2, and so that's how he kept his Calamus Severus alive. I wonder if I should attack with the left-handed lieutenant, but I think I'm just going to Black Friday Frenzy here. Try to get the 5 narrative points from it. Of course, this relies on Bill staying alive through the whole turn. And I think killing any enemies is just a bonus at this point. I kind of played Frenzy for 5 stars and the mission progression that you can see over on the right. Okay, so Lazy Rider's Lightning lets me pick my damage target here. So I could go for the Maddox. When a friendly character lands an attack, gain a star, and it would hit Maddox. You can see the active frame is the first frame, so I would be able to nail Maddox before he does anything. And I, again, don't have an action card to pair with the High Velocity Raptor. So the only thing the Raptor could do for me being an action card would be progress Barbecue Bill. So I might want to just spend my 5 frames on those 2 things. I can't think of a better play. I could maybe try to dodge with Bill if I was reasonably confident Bill was going to get attacked, lethally attacked. I mean, he has 5 health, and the other people on the board are 2 and 3 attacked. Let's see what Healer does. Fully heal your lead. Okay, so my opponent certainly tried, but you can see the major benefits of knowing the active frame and using things with active frames earlier in their cost. So part of the balancing that can be done in ScreenPlay is where to put the active frame. So where you put the active frame on the card can change the entire outcome of a scene and therefore the game. All right, everybody jump once again. So we have no action cards, and that's a little unfortunate here for Barbecue Bill because he gains a star for each of your action frames. So I'm not going to be able to complete his arc. So let's just play my other lead and then get the Guru into play, and I don't know, try, maybe I should attack with Bill. So attack, the druid with Bill and then play the other two things. And this is just to keep the board clear. I would have attacked with the 1/1 or the 3/2, but then they would be frozen after attacking, because attacking gives you a 2 cooldown. And I know that Bill is going to be taken off the board when I summon my lead again, so I would rather my two active, not active, the two characters who are staying in play, I would rather they not be frozen so that they can do stuff next turn. My opponent thought a similar path here to play Calamus Severus. Yeah, I'll reiterate that my opponent is Malphus. They are in Discord as the same name, Malphus, as well. And their YouTube channel is Card Games Emporium. I've been watching them play some Cards and Castles 2, which I actually picked up free to play after their draft videos. So I like Malphus a lot. Seems like a pretty chill guy. So now I have Ace of the Stage, which is a new card, actually. New card to me. I only have one copy in the whole deck, because I only own one. Can't perform, can't attack, but when the left neighbor attacks, he also attacks. When the left neighbor performs, he gains a star. My opponent will probably try to take out the Sun-Gazing Guru this turn, but in case they don't, let's do this. So Ace will land here on the right, and then Guru will be his left neighbor, and then Guru should perform, and Ace should perform. Oh yeah, the Holiday Turkey is a solid card. When a neighbor performs, gain a star. Okay. So Guru... Yeah, Guru gains an extra star for performing, and then that star from the Ace should go to free. And as a reminder, now that Calamus Severus's lead arc is done, I will gain no more stars from him when another friendly character enters. Oh, I like... Okay. So Madcap Stuntman is action. And I really need Barbecue Bill's arc to conclude, which means I need to play action cards while Barbecue Bill exists. So it's going to be a slightly down turn for me in terms of developing the board, because the crew, and this might be the first time you've seen me play a crew, the crew go to that back row, which is labeled crew, and then they don't actually have attack and defense stats themselves. So they play another turkey, and then they try to perform, probably with the 2/1. So by playing the turkey first... Oh, look at that, the board changed. This is a really nice new animation that I haven't seen before. So we are in some kind of Martian apocalypse. You can see on the right over here this crane. So it's some kind of set with cars and crane and stuff. They performed with the 2/1 here. I think they should have performed with the Musician's Muse. So I gained my 3... I didn't quite realize how close to finishing Bill I was with the Madcap Stuntman being summoned. So I don't think there's much my opponent can do to stop. Actually, if I play Sail by Shooting, then it is over. However, we learned last time that the Penguin, being a gangster, his attack will count as 2 frames. So let's show what the Madcap Stuntman does. He will turn into a 4/4. So let's hit this Vigivore. And then dodge and dodge. I mean, the worst thing would be if Bill died, because his effect only triggers at the end of the game. So here I sent the 1/1 into my opponent's Vigivore, and the Madcap Stuntman's ability is that he takes that attack's place. My opponent did try to interrupt Bill here by attacking him right away, and possibly more, because now the Moose attacks, also for Bill, and then the Turkey attacks. We can see the preview up here. We can't see who they're targeting until it occurs in the scene. But I won, and I don't exactly know why. I have to get clarity why I won in the middle of the scene there. All right, we are going to hop right into the next one. Oh, well, it's canceled my invite. And while we're waiting, I'm just going to check here that it looks like all of the missions progressed during the casual game, which is really nice to see that the devs have implemented that. They mostly just want you to play the game and have fun. So I gained half of my narrative points there, which is part of the reason why Bill, not why he's in the deck, but it's really nice that his narrative arc is so high for this quest. And I drew some cards, I completed one drama arc, and this is a little weird that only one lead arc was completed, yet I won the game. Maybe my opponent conceded. That could simply be why I won in the middle of the scene. All right, we are getting into game 2 with Melphis. Looks like same decks. I mean, I know I'm playing the same deck, but looks like he is as well. Alright, so there's a little Act 1 graphic. You can ask any comments in YouTube, or, come see us on Discord if you don't understand just offhand what Act 1 and Act 2 and frames and stuff mean in this game. So, Wise Wing, I can get a Wise Wing trigger with a Guru, or I can just Madcap Stuntman. No, I think I would rather Madcap Stuntman and attack, especially because I've got Wise Wing, Guru, and Left-Handed Lieutenant, who all meet Madcap Stuntman's criteria. So Wise Wing says if you've already gained, so I will gain 1 star from Severus with the Guru, and then send in Wise Wing. So we saw the 1 star gained, and then my Wise Wing should draw the card. Let's see. It looks like he draws the card after Calamus Severus's narrative arc procs. So that could be useful to at least test, but probably no for the future, is that I can just play Severus Wise Wing and probably get the card draw. So Fight Clubber was a good draw here because it will protect all of my guys by having Rogue. Let's put the Left-Handed Lieutenant in first so that Fight Clubber is to his right. Left-Handed Lieutenant has, when this lands an attack, it's right neighbor, yeah. So even though his name is Left-Handed Lieutenant, what it means is that something like he's shooting with his left hand so he can hook arms with his right hand, the buddy to his right, and bring that guy along. Alright, so they got to fully heal their lead, yep, because we saw Placebo Healer last time. And then he chooses to have everyone dodge. And also summon this Penguin, so 2 frame 4/3. So Steroids has a little anti-synergy with Stuntman, but personally, I just believe that they work in tandem to support my lower attack characters. So the question is if I give Steroids to Calamus Severus or Fight Clubber. Now there's no return damage, so giving the stats to Fight Clubber, let's see. Left-Handed Lieutenant has a normal attack cooldown, so let's start by performing with the Sun Gazing Guru for the benefit, and then I will steroids Wise Wing, which I did in the last video. Simple plug to go watch the first video I did with this deck list. Oh, that's unfortunate for my opponent. I don't know if they expected for that to happen. So because they were performing, and we'll look at the dodgeball coach here. The dodgeball coach says while you play this, your character is dodge, and it costs extra for only being a 3/2. He costs 3 frames, making that effect supposed to be very positive. Right? You are paying extra, and thus you're paying for more benefit, and so you would think the dodgeball coach was a positive effect, which it would be if I was trying to attack, but the rock, paper, scissors effect of this game is that performing cancels a dodge, just like dodging cancels an attack, and an attack cancels a performance. A performance cancels a dodge. So my opponent's guys all froze, unfortunately for him. And now I do have that extra frame that we see so often with the Sun Gazing Guru is his name. And I could Gremby Hugger turn somebody into a 1/1, but I don't think that that is going to be worth any shape on this board. And I guess at this point, I'd rather keep the Madcap Stuntman Pengoon combo for Barbecue Bill. So I could either bring Barbecue Bill in at this time, or I can just attack a few places. So let's attack the Grower and attack the Pengrump. And then I can actually attack again. So let's get rid of this dodgeball coach. Just because he's the biggest guy with 2 health that my Calamus Severus can take out. So what does my opponent try to do? I don't actually know what the owl does. The owl says, summon a 1-cost character from extras. So anyone who's in extras that costs 1, he gets back, which is my Guru. Alright, makes sense. And by summoning somebody, his Calamus Severus arc goes up. So we're actually both at 6 right now. There's a chance I should have performed with my back end here, where I attack with Calamus Severus. Maybe I should have just performed so that his arc can get complete. Yeah, now 3 of my guys are frozen. Ace of the stage. Let's do Ace of the stage and then either perform with my Fight Clubber or attack. And I think that I would rather attack, because if I perform and he gets interrupted, my opponent will get that star. So let's just attack the owl. And then I don't want to spend my frame on the Pengoon. And it actually looks like the dodgeball coach will help my opponent this time, because while they play the dodgeball coach, you can see that my active frame lands in the middle of their dodgeball coach summoned frames. That owl will dodge. So good for them. And Ace of the stage. First time this has come up in my play experience. Oh, our board, I see. Our board transitioned to a random new board because we moved into Act 2. So my opponent finished their lead arc, and therefore the whole game is in Act 2. We will each get 6 frames now instead of 5 by default. And Ace of the stage, what I was trying to say was that if we read his description fully, when the left neighbor lands an attack, so it's not just attacks an enemy character, but they need to actually land, and dodge prevents it from landing. So that's why Ace didn't follow up with the attack there. And there's no point in attacking Calamus Severus right now. What does Bishop Maddox do? He says when a friendly character lands an attack, gain a star, and then Manchang says when a friendly character dodges or performs, gain a star. So my opponent at this point could be doing anything, right? We don't really know if they plan to do lots of attacks or dodging and performing. So maybe I keep the Lazy Rider's Lightning. I hold it back for now, and Yeah, let's just try to finish Calamus Severus here by forming with him and the Wise Wing, and then why not attack somebody to keep my opponent's board in check. So they played a lead, which I thought would happen, and then their first attack has to hit the Fight Clubber, so I know he's going to die. The only thing I could have done would have been attacking to try to interrupt that attack, but what I prioritized this scene was finishing my lead's arc, and now his Maddox is going to have to compete with my Bill here for see who can finish first. So we are going to move into Act 3. The board will change again with this portal style pick. All right, we're back to the default board. Okay. All right, so Turkey says when a neighbor performs successfully, so I think we have to be wary of Maddox performing. Let's attack Maddox, summon Barbecue Bill, and then summon a Penguin, and let's just take this out. I think that I do have enough 3-attack characters right now that I don't have to send the Penguin to ping into the Turkey. So we'll see a counter hit here. So since I had the spotlight, my attack active frame is before Maddox's, so I got to hit first. And then Dodgeball Coach attacks. Who do we think Dodgeball Coach attacks? Probably the Wise Wing as well, trying to take it out with 2-3 attack characters. Okay. So we can see, I think, that the experimental steroids have made a big impact on this game because I gave the Wise Wing +3/+3. That means he's still on the board as a 4/3, and he was able to attack some characters, kill them. So the 1/3 stat line is kind of weak, except that when I pump it up with the steroids, fun sentence to say, Wise Wing becomes a lot more of a threat. So Ace here, I could either try to attack or perform. I think I'd rather just perform with Ace. Well, perform with the guy to his left. Ace says when a neighbor performs successfully, gain a star. So we're going to perform with the one to his left, and then Stuntman, and then Penguin into the Turkey. So this way the Stuntman should activate, and there will be all 6 actually frames this scene were action for Bill. So I should get 6 stars at the end of the turn from Bill. And my opponent has played a lot to the board. The Druid dodges. So he thought I was going to attack his Druid. In reality, I went for the Turkey. And I think that's what's a ton of fun about this game, is that it's a lot of predicting, and predicting what you want to do, what your opponent would do if they were you. And so this game feels like you, the player, are doing a lot, and there's a lot of things to consider in the combat/performance arena of the game. Even though there's no face, so there's no like health. Even though you're thinking about those things, they don't affect the health total, which certain other card games in this genre do. So you are not fully punished if you make some mistakes. The leads are still how you win the game. So my Bill has 8 more to go, and Bill plus Centurion is a combo that I like to have in this deck, but oh, did they summoned their Calamus Severus? I don't exactly know why, but that's okay. I think we're going to Black Friday Frenzy, and that's all. So again, the idea is that Black Friday Frenzy takes 5 frames, so I should get 5 points on Bill, unless Bill dies. I mean, Bill could die this round if the random attacks don't go my way. And 5 stars towards his narrative, and I also get to soften up the enemy board with the random Black Friday Frenzy attacks. Oh, look at that. So the swift attack says the active frame of Black Friday Frenzy is before It's during, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It is during the dodgeball coach, but before. So he got the counterattack +1 damage. All right, 5 to Bill. And that does mean I have 3 narrative points left to go. And how I'm going to finish that, it should probably be perform and perform. Yeah, let's just all perform. Seems like the safest. If my opponent had tropes or swift attacks that could interrupt me, I could be in some trouble. But given that they have no characters on board to command an attack with, it seemed like the safest option. All right, I think that's going to be all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and join us on the Discord, which should be linked in the description of the video. And you're about to see my outro, but this is a custom appeal from me. The outro is pre-recorded and put at the end of everything, but do please like if you've watched the video this far, subscribe, but comments and likes really help with engagement. So let's put Malthus's name, and of course go give him a subscribe too at Card Games Emporium, but either Malthus or Card Games Emporium is the special comment of today that shows me you watched all the way to this point. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. Did you know every viewer has a superpower? That's right. Your superpower is to magnify any video just by clicking thumbs up. It's free to do, and when you do, it tells YouTube that this video was helpful and enjoyable. The YouTube algorithm chooses to amplify videos with likes to a wider audience, so it is the simplest way to help my channel. The algorithm also judges engagement via comments, so if you are willing, leave a comment. Include the special phrase I gave earlier, or call me out for not having one. It really does help me out, so please just take a moment to exercise your superpower. Thanks, and if you're looking for more by me, check out to the left the video of mine that YouTube thinks is best suited for you to watch next. Or check out my entire ScreenPlay video log to the right. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay resilient.